You know, when I think about this Bun B situation, right, from UGK, when I think about what Bun B had to deal with his wife's situation, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get into it. We gonna chop it up, y'all. It's just that when I think about this whole situation, right, it makes me really think about one thing that really hits me right off the top, y'all. It really hits me right off the top is that what kind of street ethic, street code is there really? Like, really think about that, right? Because it's like, I see a few, podcasters, YouTubers, people talking about it in general, right? And it's like the first thing what I'm catching is people want to say, "Oh, is Bun B snitching? Is he snitching?" And it's like, at the end of the day, isn't it all about protecting your home? You know what I'm saying? Is it all about protecting your home? Because at the end of the day, y'all, if you can't protect your property, if you can't protect your loved ones, if you can't protect yourself, what are you really doing? Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real though, like, that's the part I truly don't get more than anything. Like, let's just step back for a second and really analyze what this truly is. You know what I'm saying? This is a man who was protecting his house. This is a man who was protecting his wife. This is a man that was, you know what I'm saying, protecting his property, the land they have, the vehicles they drive. Huh? It's like, what's the purpose of buying property, scoping out, oh, I want to live in this type of area. And then at the end of the day, somebody could just easily come in and take it from you, or you got to uphold some type of fake, you know what I'm saying, street ethic that who's really upholding that? Let's be honest. Like, who's really upholding the so-called streets? You feel me? Like, I mean, that's the thing that really ticks me off top is that what is the streets, bruh? What really is the streets? Because if you want to say, oh, Bun B is snitching, then who is he snitching on? The guy that came and tried to rob their house? So you want us to protect? You want somebody to protect the dude that ran up in your house? I'm not condoning violence, but I do believe in protecting yourself, protecting your property, protecting your loved ones. If you come on my property and you doing criminal activity, you get handled accordingly. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? You get handled accordingly. And I feel like any man or one man would want to be able to do the same thing. So when I think about, you know what I'm saying, the Bun B situation, when I think about, him standing up in court, testifying in court, let's make some things here clear, right? Let's make a few things clear. Like, to anybody that believe in the streets, which I don't, I'm gonna tell you off top, I don't believe in no street code. I don't. Because first of all, when you think of the streets, what are the streets doing for you? That's why I never, be honest with you, I never was big on gangs. I was never big on saying I'm a street person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a street dude. You feel me? I do this. I go, okay, what are you really doing though? When you break it down to the basics of being a street individual, right? The basics is, what are you doing? You taking advantage of people that's less than. You taking advantage of people that you feel like you superior of. That's the way I take it. Because when you hollering that street mentality, right? You're not talking about going up in corporations. No. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not condoning that, but I'm just saying, when you say you a street individual, what are you really streeting? You know what I mean? Are you going into these big corporation establishments and trying to strong arm them there? Or are you trying to take advantage of people trying to find a way to, you know what I'm saying, to better they self, better their family? You feel me? You done work so hard to put yourself in a certain position, and now you was able to achieve some things, and now somebody that so-called want to be labeled some type of street individual want to come in and just take it that easy. Like, make that make sense. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, really make that make sense. That's why, let's be honest, for those who know, the street's been broken. It has been broken a long time ago, and it should have been broken a long time ago because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because you out here doing what exactly? You feel me? Like, what are you really doing? Like, before we even talk about the Bun B situation, let's focus on this street mentality situation first, because to me, that's the bigger issue. And anybody that believe in it is the problem. Because what are the streets really doing in the community? Let's be honest. What is it doing? In any community you live in, or you're around, or be a part of, what's the point of calling yourself a street individual? Yeah, I know the right word to say it, but hey, man, we don't do all that over here. We're going to keep it real, plain Jane, so it's simple to understand. So it's like, if you call yourself a street person, right? What does that actually mean? Does it come with a 401k? You feel me? At least does it have life insurance? Because you out here, you running up in people's houses, you have no idea if you're going to be able to make it back home or whatever trap spot that you crawled out of. So what's really the point of being saying you a street person? For what? You get a pension plan, you know what I'm saying? You get a dental plan. You might need dental work because you run up in somebody's house. Yeah, they may not hit you with the chopper, but you might get hit in the head with a bat, bust your teeth out. You got a dental plan? You feel me? They gonna help pay for them dentures you gonna need at 23. Oh, does that come with that comes with vision and all that? Is that what the streets come with? Oh wait, I'll wait. I'm just saying, bruh. To me, when somebody say they a street person, you sound like a dope fiend to me. Be honest with you, because you do dope fiend activity, bruh. You feel me? You running up in somebody's house. That's some dope fiend stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you scavenging for little crumbs and you know what I mean? Little things you can get out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, anybody calling themselves a street dude, to me, that's a dope fiend. Because you do dope fiend things. You run up in the house, you have no idea what's in there, but you figure you can get some goods out of there, right? That's a dope fiend move to me. You know what I'm saying? You're hitting the liquor store up, right? What you get, a couple of grand maybe? Dope fiend moves, bro. So when you say you a street dude, to me, I think that you a person that's on drugs. That's what I think. You feel me? Like, I mean, let's be honest though. Like, what is you really doing out here? It's all this opportunity, all this money out here, this digital conversations I'll talk about for months and months and months. But yet you want to do home invasions? That's street, right? That's street. So you work hard. So you told me somebody work hard for everything they got, right? And then somebody just feel like they can just walk in and take from you. They can just walk in and take it. They don't have to work for it. They didn't have to sacrifice for it. They didn't have to do nothing but just walk in your house and tell you, give me your goods. Man, miss me with that. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button as y'all come on in. Smash up the likes. You new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. We just chopping up some good conversation tonight, y'all. You know what I mean? Because it's like, what are they really talking about, man? What are you really saying out here? You feel me? Because it's like, for that person that tried to run up in Bun B house, let me see. I did pull up some information. Hold up, y'all. Let me pull this up. It's an article I'm reading. I got this off of this actually I got pulled up. This came up from Google. Hold up. Let me open this up even more. Hope y'all can see this pretty good. So basically, I'm reading. It says here, Bun B and his wife Queenie, real name Angela Walls, were the victims of a 2019 armed robbery invasion. 5 years after DeMonte Jackson's arrest, that's the guy that actually got arrested for it. DeMonte Jackson, he was arrested. Then 20 years. Okay, he was 20 years old at the time of when he did the home invasion to Bun B and his wife property. You know, it was a 20-year-old intruder, has learned his fate. So now he's being sentenced to 40 years behind bars, according to Houston's Fox 27 and CBS affiliate KHOU 11. This was 9 hours ago. You feel me? 9 hours ago. So how important is those streets now? You feel me? Was it really worth it? See, that's the thing that, you know, that kills me about that mentality, right? And some people gonna be like, oh, he was only 20 years old. He's a baby. He's a baby. He's only 20 years old. Well, guess what? Like I've been saying, if you go back and watch a lot of my videos, when I do the Streets is a Myth Part 1, I give you all my game on this. Anybody, once you become an 18, you're an adult. Yes, you are a young adult, but you're still an adult. And the thing of it is, when you go out here and you do criminal activity, they're not trying to look at you because your mama's son. You feel me? You're your grandparents' favorite son. Nobody cares about that when you running up in somebody's house, armed robbery. He lucky he's still alive today. He's serving 40 years for what was he actually going to get out of their house? Let's be honest. Was 40 years worth of you running up in this man's house? Running up into their house. Was it really worth it? I bet you if you ask that Jackson guy now, was it really worth it? And what do you think he's going to say? What do you think he's going to say? You think he's going to say, I'm a real nigga? Yeah, he just might say that today, but ask him in 10 years. Ask him in 20 years. Better yet, ask him in 30 years. Do you feel? He may get out a little sooner, be on probation. You know how they do in the South. You know what I'm saying? How you on probation for 20 years. But he gonna do some time, y'all. He gonna do some time. And like I showed y'all this, you know what I'm saying, that information about it. Was it really worth it? And don't try to come on here telling me, oh, he was only 20 years old. He deserved a chance. Yeah, he gonna get a chance after 40 years. You feel me? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Because guess what? Guess what, y'all? This could have went a whole different way. This whole scenario could have went a whole different way, and it would not have been in Bun B and Miss Queenie, his wife. This could have went a totally different way, and we could be talking about the passing of Bun B and his wife. Nobody talks about that, but people want to say, "Oh, it's Bun B snitching." Oh, the streets. What is the streets? All I see is dope fiend activity. That's what I see. Hit that like button as you come on in. Smash up them likes, y'all. We just having a real grown folk conversation right now. I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? And now you want to say, is Bun B snitching? Is he snitching? Like that, like that's important right now. You feel me? This man may not have, he couldn't, if he didn't move the way he moved and handled things accordingly, we could be singing a whole different tune right now. But you want to know if he's snitching or not. Like that has, like that's even a conversation. I know it is, but is it really though? Is it really? You got this young man coming in there. He ain't looking for a job. You feel me? From my understanding, like I said, he was posing as he was a delivery person, bombarded himself into their home. And thanks to Bun B wife having some, you know what I'm saying? Even though she's under duress, she was kind of letting Bun B know, you know what I'm saying? In so many words about how she was talking to the intruder to let him know that, everything ain't cool. So he went upstairs based on what I did watch a clip a year or two ago when Bun B was on the Breakfast Club. He did an interview and he was telling the story about what happened at that time. And he basically, based on what his wife was saying to the intruder, because the intruder didn't know that Bun B was there. He was just talking to, Bun B wife, Queenie. And he was able to go upstairs, get the chopper, and come down and handle his business. So the dude, this Jackson dude is lucky to be alive. But folks out here is worrying about if Bun B snitching. What if Bun B didn't move the way he did, and this could have been a whole different story? Would you care then if he snitched or not? It's like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? A man is supposed to protect the house, but when you see somebody really protecting the house in a real major way, the first thing you want to say is, "Oh, he on the stand snitching. Is that snitching?" But you're speeding past the whole scenario of this other dude was breaking into their home. He handled what he handled. The dude is lucky to be alive. He lucky he only getting 40 years. 40 years, huh? Do you feel? He lucky he only getting 40 years, man. And I bet my bottom dollar. I bet you any type of money that when this Dante Jackson dude, if he make it out of prison, let's be honest. When he get out, I bet you he's going to say he's a changed man. He a law-abiding citizen. It took you 40 years to go to prison to try to run up into somebody's house doing dope fiend moves for you to get your life right. That's why I talk about not everybody can go, because everybody don't have the sense, the understanding, or the wits to say that, you know what, this ain't what I want to do. It's funny because so many dudes say that. You know what I'm saying? You be out here doing all this scheming and scamming and you feel me, robbing this, sliding on that. And then when you get caught, you looking at these football numbers. Now you got to change your heart. Do you feel me? And all it took for you to go get a job. You feel me? You don't want to do that, right? That ain't cool. You know what I mean? You got to look good because you on a block. You standing on a block where nobody really care about you, but they going to act like they your partners. Yeah, them gonna be the same partners while you in there doing 40 years. If you got a bad chick, oh yeah, you got a bad chick. Oh, they gonna see if they can get up in that. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, your kids, oh, they gonna calling them, they gonna be calling them other dudes from the street daddy now. Yeah, because you doing 40 years, bro. It's like you might as well say you dead now. Nobody cares, right? Yeah, they'll come and see you for a little while. But once them bills start piling up, once those collect calls get too expensive, they can't send you a package. They can't come up and see you no more. 40 years? 40 years, bruh. You be lucky if your parents are still alive when you get out. Yeah, you wasn't thinking about none of that. That wasn't important to you. You feel me? What was important to you was to run up in this man's house. Yeah. That's the play. That's the play. The play was for you to run up in this man's house, get what you get. If you got to handle somebody, you going to handle somebody. So it's cool because you a street person, right? Well, guess what, streets? This is what comes with that. This is the flip side of you being a successful street person. When you a non-successful street person, this is the reality you have to deal with. When you get caught, you looking at these numbers that the homeboy just got, the 40, oh yeah, that 40 burger. Yeah. That's you, bro. So that whole life that you know, he going down at 20. How many years he get? 40? He gonna get out when he's 60. Do you feel me? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, man. It's like 40 years is a long time. And yeah, he may get parole, but okay, whatever. That ain't what we talking about, man. We talking the fact that you just got a 40 piece. And what was you gonna really leave out of that house with? Really think about that. Let's say, let's say he had a successful heist. You feel me? He had a successful heist. Let's say he got a car, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he got a car that was worth, realistically, it's worth 40 grand, but when you chop that down, he probably only get maybe 5 or 10. So let's say you get 10 grand for the car, right? You say you got some jewelry in there. Say you got another, okay, let's say you got another 10 for the jewelry. So we got 20 G's. He ran up in this house for 20 G's. How long do you think that's going to last somebody that not used to having money? Because if you running up in somebody's house, that means that you already reckless. And usually when people are reckless in their life, they also reckless with money. They reckless with their, you feel me? That their discipline. And that involves money as well. So let's say he did get off with 20 G's from Bun B in this, you know what I'm saying, out of his house, right? How long do you think that money is going to last him till he got to do it again? You see what I'm saying? You get the cycle. I'm just saying, bruh. Like, that's the thing that kills me about all this whole mentality, especially in the black community, that I hate, bruh. You want to sit here and talk about who's snitching, but look at the flip side of how these individuals, you see somebody Bun B that's been in the rap game for a very long time. If you know UGK history, they didn't really pop off for a while. You feel me? It took them some albums to really solidify their name, you know what I'm saying, in hip hop to a degree. And then you have somebody like Bun B, whether he was in the streets or not, he built himself up to be recognized for one as a businessman. Shout out to Trill Burger. He done built his brand up to where he can live his life a certain way. And to me, as a man, that's what we supposed to do. You supposed to go out here and grit and put yourself in position so you can live a certain type of lifestyle. So because Bun B built himself up with his wife, his family, his loved ones, whoever. Finally got to a certain level of life. He want to live in a certain type of location. Now he got to be punished for that because of some street shit. Do you feel? You know what I mean? It's like, man, I don't get it, bro. Folks want to talk about snitching, right? Like, really, what is that? What is snitching, right? So you telling me if somebody is doing criminal activity in your neighborhood where you live at, right? You live there. If they doing criminal activity on your block and you not telling nobody. Now, what's one thing if you part of the crime? I do agree. If you part of the crime, hey man, and you get caught, don't snitch because this is part of the game that you signed up for. If you so-called street dude and you feel me, you signed up to go out here and do what y'all do illegally, right? If you the only one that get caught, guess what? You got to do their time. You should own that. I'm not in favor of people doing criminal activity and then get a chance to, why y'all giving me all this time? Well, hey, this is the life you chose. Just like another man go out here and say, man, I don't want to choose the criminal life. I'd rather get a job. I'd rather build myself up, go to school, learn a trade. I'd rather work up under somebody to get some type of understanding so I can build myself up legitimately. Just like that person does that, the same way a person does it on the right side of the law. If you want to do the negativity side, then when the negative come and you got to do that time, don't cry. Don't say, "Oh, I wasn't the only one." No, just do your time. But we know track record have shown. If you go back and see, a lot of these people who's supposed to be the roughest, toughest in the neighborhood, you feel me? The most gangster you can think of, be the top snitches. Do you feel? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as you come on in. We just chopping up grown folk conversation right now. Hit that subscribe button as y'all come on in, man. But yeah, y'all want to worry about who snitched. Who snitched? Oh, did he say it in his raps? Did Bun B say he a street dude in his raps? Well, according to me, if you want to say that, then he did handle his business because homeboy didn't get in there and do no home invasion. He tried to dip out and Bun B had to defend his family. And not only he defended him at his home, he went to court to make sure he got that 40 years. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get the whole 40 wop. Take that. No Diddy. I'm just saying, bro. That's why I say, for me, don't talk to me about no street mentality for what? What's the purpose of your streets, bro? You're not doing nothing beneficial in the community anyway. It ain't like you trying to build something up for the young lads, the young women, the young men that's coming up in your area. Y'all ain't doing none of that. If that was the case, you feel me? You have less people wanting to be what you so-called is. Because they would have better opportunity. But that's not what you focus on. Y'all just want to know if he snitched. Let's go and dissect all his raps and figure out, oh, do he call himself a street dude? Do he say this? Do he say that? Miss me, man. That's why the streets is dead. It been dead. Anybody trying to uphold some fake, you know what I'm saying, fictional street mentality, you a fool out here, bro. Straight up. Especially out here in California, where I'm at. There's corners on every block, corner, street, alleyway. They even have detectors, especially in California. I can't tell you about other states, but I can tell you about California. In California, in certain areas that they deemed as high crime areas, They have these machines where if somebody's shooting the air, they can detect exactly where it was shot from. Yeah, they can detect it, bruh. So if you some type of street individual, not only you have to worry about the police, you still have to worry about AI that can track you. Then you have civilians like me that's out here working hard the right way, not taking advantage of nobody, no scamming, no criminal activity, no sliding on nobody, none of that. I handle my business as a grown man and I take my tail home. You feel me? I hang who I hang with, which is a selective few. You won't see me politicking on a block unless I'm doing business on a block in a corporate sense. I don't hang out just to hang out, bro. What you think this is? High school? Do you feel? Hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the little bell so you get the notification. So when I drop these lives, you be the first one to come on in, huh? And salute to all my new subscribers too. I appreciate y'all. And if you've been rocking with me for a while, you know how I get down on my channel. You feel me? I'm very active over here, so you always get live content from me. You know what I'm saying? But did Bun B snitch? You feel me? Did he snitch? Like, really? Is that what we're going to talk about? It's like at the end of the day, right? This man protected his house, made sure his queen was secure by him handling his business, and on top of that, he re-solidified to his family, to his wife. You know what? I'm riding with you to the end. So I'm finna go in here and testify and make sure he get this 40 ball just to make sure you know I did this to you. I'm gonna let that Jackson dude know. Hey, bro. Yeah, this what you get for running up in my house. Because guess what, y'all? The other part that nobody's talking about is think about the trauma they have to relive for the rest of their life. See, the thing of it is that even with Bun B protecting his house, protecting his queen, they have to relive that event for the rest of their life. Now, he can also have trauma where he may even be, you feel me? Have to feel like he even need more guns in the house. Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe, even though I stay in California, I still believe in you should be able to protect your home by any means necessary. I believe in that. I believe in, you should have a right to bear arm if you do it the legitimate way. Absolutely. I'm not talking about no illegal activity. No. But you should be able to protect your home, what you feel is fit for you and your family and your loved ones. As long as you're not harming others, in a malicious way. But they have to relive that whole event for the rest of their lives. And especially with his wife, when I watched the clip where Bun B was talking about his wife, how, she was so shook up with that situation, even though she was being strong because she knew Bun B was upstairs and, you know what I'm saying? He went and got the gun and handled what he handled. But it's just that whole process, you still got to relive that for the rest of your life. Now, this could create a bigger trauma issue in this, you know what I'm saying, in his household. Or, maybe already have. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, I can tell you this. It's just like if somebody break into my car, I don't even want to keep that car anymore. You know what I'm saying? depending on how new it is, if it's fairly new, okay, I give you. But if I hadn't had it for a long period of time, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, man, somebody broke into my car, stole my radio, speakers. For a long time, I used to get rid of cars like that because I just felt so violated. And I couldn't get the person who did it. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine if somebody is doing that to your home. When you come home and lay your head every single night, you raise kids here. You built a family here. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of history here. And for somebody just to come in and take what they want, and you can't do nothing? Really? Got me messed up, man. But you concerned if he snitched, though. You wonder why. You wonder why certain communities don't move for that. You know, wonder why certain communities, they stay in a certain type of, trauma type of setting. You wonder why, kids grow up in certain areas where, they just grow up just having the most messed up understanding because the people that raised them, especially if they so-called street dudes, what are you teaching the youngsters behind you? Whether you tell them or not, they paying attention to you. That's why I talk so much about energy. I talk so much about having an understanding of self. That's why I talk so much of having the terms and condition of people around you, because this is the part. This is the part that need to be understood. It's like you can't stop everything. There's no way. It don't matter who you are. There's certain things you just, life is going to keep life in. That's the reality of it. But at the same time, you can curve certain things. But this mentality, you can't curve it. I don't hang around people that call themselves street dudes. I don't. Especially if you're in my age bracket. If you 40 plus and you talking about you a street this, you street that, bruh, lose my number, bruh. You don't need to follow me on social medias, Facebook, and delete yourself, bruh. You feel me? Come up off my social medias. You can go ahead and delete yourself off my channel because, bruh, what are we going to talk about? If you not trying to elevate, you feel me? If you ain't trying to elevate in a positive way, what is it really for us to talk about? Talking about, oh man, we can hang out. For what? What am I hang out with you for? I'm not into what you're into. I'm definitely not finna break into nobody home. Absolutely not. You feel me? It's like, I don't get it, man. You got dudes out here, you feel me? 40 plus still talking about they on a block. You on a block doing what? What are you on a block trying to do motivational speeches? You know what I'm saying? You on a block trying to help people get jobs? Like, what are you on a block for? Don't tell me you out here talking about you a street dude for what? I'm just saying, bro. For what? Like, what are you really saying? Like oh, that's a cool. Who is that cool to? That's what I want to know. And who is that cool to? Everybody I know that's 40 plus that used to do criminal activity is trying to move way past that because they ain't trying to go to jail. Because if you 40 plus and something you get 20, 30 years, you out of here, bro. So I don't know nobody that's 40 plus that I personally know that used to do criminal activity is still in that same mindset because you working on limited time already. Do you feel? So hopefully with this Dante Jackson dude who just got this 40, these 40, gave him that 40 wop. Maybe he can get out in 10, 15 years. Let's say he was 20 when he did this. So, if he get out in 20 in 10 years, he'll be 30. You know, he get out in 15 years, he'll be 35. But out there in Texas, I don't know. I heard they like you have to do most of your time. So he may have to do, you know what I'm saying, a good 30 years. If he go in there and he do 30 of his 40-year sentence, right? I mean, he'll get out when he's 50 years old. Was it really worth it? Was it worth it? I know some people be like, oh man, you know, that's the risk you take, but really? That's what you want to risk it on? You feel me? You really want to risk your life doing a home invasion when, let's be honest, you truly don't know what you're going to get. So you willing to risk your life or doing 40 years in prison for a Hyundai, for a Kia? I'm not saying that's what they had in their house, but I'm just saying. You feel me? It'd be crazy for you to do 40 years and say, hey man, what was you trying to steal out the house? Man, I didn't see nothing valuable but this Hyundai. Really? I understand people struggle. I understand, you know, people live in drastic situations, but you also live in the great country of United States. They do have programs out there that can help you with food. You know, depending on what state you in, there's a lot of different programs, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to work. That's in that type of field. You know what I mean? To me, when you say you a street dude, that just means that you don't want to work. That's fine. But what else you going to do? You can be an entrepreneur. Okay, that's cool, but that takes money. So where you going to get the financial backing for you to be an entrepreneur? What are you going to sell? Or are you going to be a street dude to build yourself up? Okay. And that's why I'm glad they making an example out of this Jackson dude. We're going to give you 40 years and let you really ponder that. Think about that. You got enough time to be up in a jail cell, you laying up underneath or above another grown man on a bunk bed set. Do you feel? Two grown men sleeping on a bunk bed set. Ain't that something? All in the name of being a street person. Huh? All in the name to say that you street. You this, you that. You feel me? You the toughest on the block. You know, you super nigga. For what? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, not everybody can go. And unfortunately, as much as you think or you want to see change, some people have to, you know, go to jail looking at 40 years, not four, but 40, like 40 water. They're looking at 40 years for them to make a real career change. You know what I mean? This is what it takes for some people. I know a lot of people don't wish jail upon, you know, their worst enemy, but if you run up in my house, I want you to go to jail if I don't handle my business the right way. I'll leave it at that. That's how I feel. You can feel however you feel, you can have your opinion. But if you run up in my crib, if I can't handle my business accordingly, give them 40 years. And give them another 10 on top of that. Do you feel? I ain't got time for that. Because it's easily could have went a different way. And then y'all be passing out, you know what I'm saying? Uh Trying to, get people together and, oh man, we need to put up this funeral because he was a great person. He was a great artist. Why this had to happen to him? You would have had that type of conversation. But nah, this man Bun B protected his house, protected his spouse, and this is the thanks he get. You worrying about if he snitched. You worrying about, oh, why is he testifying? Why he crying on the stand? That's what you concerned with? Man, y'all need to throw the whole block away. Do you feel me? Need to throw the whole block away, man. I don't care nothing about your street mentality, bro. Care less about it. Especially if you ain't talking about no positivity. You ain't talking about really building up the neighborhood in a positive way. So you can break that, you know what I'm saying? You can break that chain in a sense of showing folks it's a different way you can do this. You ain't trying to do that. You trying to keep it in the same vein that it always been, and that's the problem. Because you too concerned about if he snitched. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? And oh, just a FYI, right? To all y'all claiming the streets, I hope y'all know that y'all basically walking zombies right now. Y'all walking zombies. You know, like the movie Walking Dead or the television show Walking Dead. You know, them zombies don't know that they dead yet. You feel me? That's where the street dude is to me. You're a walking zombie. You dead, you just don't even know it yet. Do you feel me? You're a walking zombie, man. That's what you are. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Because technology is not slowing down. AI is not slowing down. So all that, you think you're gonna get away with this, you're gonna get away with that. Yeah, yeah, you will until you can't. And not only that, right? The other part is too, is when you finally get out of jail, right? If you become lucky, you only get 40 years and you make it past that. And when you finally get out, now not only you have to adjust to the new world, not only that, you also gonna have a track record around behind you where you're gonna have this black cloud over you everywhere you go when you try to get a job. I don't know if time's going to change in 40 years from now, but as of today, it's very limited on places you can work at when you a convicted felon, let alone a arm, and you know what I'm saying? Where you basically strong arming people type felon. So when you labeled as a felon, especially in California, yeah, there's some programs out there, but it still limits you because of the type of crime that you went to prison for. Do you feel? So not only you have to deal with the time, you also have to deal with adjusting to the new world that you're coming into. And then you have all this baggage with you because of the life decisions that you chose 40 years ago. Hmm. But some people just don't get it, man. Some people just won't get it either until it's too late or they just got too old. You know what I mean? And it's like you would think, man, with all this technology we have today, 2024 and beyond, you would think people would be more strategic in their movements and just understand there's so much opportunity out here if you look at it from a different lens. I don't know if it's drugs. I don't know if it's, people just not focused and not paying attention. I don't know what it is. But I can tell you what it's not. Whatever street mentality or trap spot that you come from, just know that you're working on borrowed time. Because as technology grows, AI grows, and also the access of how you can be tracked is through the roof, man. From your cell phone to your iWatch, to your television, to your vehicle. I'm just saying. I mean, some people put chips in their dog, that also can track the person that's also, walking the dog or traveling with the dog or animal. I'm just saying, there's so many different things that's trackable and other things that we don't even know about that can be, accessed if it's needed. I'm just saying, man. So if you think that because you're on the street, you think you that smart, it's funny, right? Because, back when we was in COVID, you had everybody wearing a mask. Even when everybody was wearing a mask, from my understanding, they had cameras that could still look through that mask and actually get the picture of your face. That was during COVID era. So I'm just saying, man. You really think you that smart, right? You really think you know what I mean? You got what it takes. What he say on that movie Taken? Good luck. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It's like you would think people would want to switch up switch their flow up, switch, man, that old school stuff that ain't gonna fly in 2024, man. You got to come up with better ideas, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude just got 40 years for attempted, home invasion. I understand that's in Texas, but at the same time, I bet you that guy will tell you right now it wasn't worth it. It wasn't. You know what I mean? And you're going to have all these ignorant people that's going to come out and be like, oh man, that's a real person. You know what I'm saying? That dude was running up in their house. That's a real street dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, real street dude. That's what you call real? Folks out here doing dope fiend moves, back in the 90s and, even the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? I had partners where, you get a dope fiend, a few dollars, you can borrow the car and do whatever you want. Go rob, go do this and that. And then you give them the car back after that. You know what I mean? You be like, what the? Like, how much sense does that really make? But not everybody is just smart enough, man. Not everybody, in my opinion, is meant to go. You know what I mean? Because if you agree with this street mentality, I don't see how or why would you want to agree to that? Because I mean, what's the benefits? The benefits, you get to live another day. You make a few dollars today. Tomorrow's not promised. You don't even have a life insurance. They don't have no life insurance, medical plan they can offer you being a street dude. But you got to risk your life every day. Yeah, I got it, man. You got it. Then you got somebody like Bun B, right? Where, like I said, when they first started out, they had that one record, Pocket Full of Stones. You know what I'm saying? That kind of took off a little bit. I remember it was on the Menace Society soundtrack. It was a dope record. But they didn't really pop after that. It took them a few albums after that. Once they did that song with Jay-Z, Big Pimpin', you know, that's when they really start to get like real recognition. I mean, they was being recognized and stuff like that, but that Big Pimpin' record really just catapulted their whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, that's when you got international players, and it was over with after that. So I'm saying all that to say this: for Bun B to build himself up, after passing of Pimp C, you know what I'm saying? Which was a very tragic situation, even for that situation. So rest in peace to Pimp C. And for Bun B to continue to build up himself, build up his brand, come out with the Trill Burger and build that up. Now he got his restaurant, he cracking, he doing his 1-2. I salute that. Only for him to build himself up, be in a certain position in life, for somebody to come in and try to take what he got. Do you feel? You know what I mean? And then after he defend his family, protect his home, after he do all that, now you want to ask, did he snitch? Is it justifiable for him to get on the stand? I'm like, man, some people just love to stay at the bottom, man. You know why? That's how I'm starting to feel. Some people just love to stay at the bottom because if they get to the top, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves. You know? Because there's no explanation you can tell me that would make sense. Why would somebody want to run up in your house, man? And then on top of that, for you to be like, oh yeah, he ran in the house, but that's still not okay for for Bun B to snitch. It's not okay for that. So what did you want him to do? I mean, Bun B is I'm pretty sure he's in his 50s now. Let me see. Let me check something. Hold up. Let's see what his age is. He's 51. Bun B is 51, born March. Oh, let me see. He was born March 19th, 1973. Bun B is 51. So you want this man at 51 years old to go out here and be like Terminator? You know what I'm saying? You want him to go out here as a businessman. He done built his brand up. You want this guy to go out here and be like, you know what I'm saying, like Terminator. You feel me? Holding a 100-round drum and just get to spraying up stuff. That's what he was supposed to do. You wanted this guy in his 50s who done been through the rap game, been in the rap game 20 plus years, you know, helped mold Lil Wayne and all these different things, all these different artists he done worked with, and finally got the UGK, you know, him and Pimp C finally got that really cracking. After then, he have to go through the passing of Pimp C and, you know, redefining himself, get the Trail Burger cracking off. After he done did all that, he's supposed to throw all that away, don't snitch, and then turn into the Terminator. Do you feel like, so basically you want him to throw his life away like the Jackson dude with the 40 years he got? Is that what y'all want? Just confused, man. Make it make sense to me, man. Help me understand. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? So you want Bun B to be facing the same, you know what I mean, similar time that Homeboy got, right? Because that's what real ones do, huh? That's keeping it real. Like, forget about you know, your wife, forget about your kids or maybe even grandkids. Who knows? Forget about all that, bro. You supposed to go out here like Terminator, have 100 choppers, 100 guns. Man, miss me with that, man. Bun B, I salute you, dog. I don't care what they talking about. You did the right thing. You protected your family. You protected your wife. You feel me? And you defended your house accordingly. And you did the right thing. Because if I was Bun B right now, Sean B stole it. If I was Bun B right now, I would have been right in court the same exact way, testifying exactly what he said. And wouldn't care less about what you thought of me. Do you feel? You know what I mean? Because the streets been dead a long time ago. Used to be, like they said, a code. You know, well, what happened to the code? Because all I see is people struggling and doing dope fiend moves out here. That's what I see. When I think of a street dude, I think of a dope fiend because that's what they out here doing. That's what I think. That's all they doing, man. It ain't nothing else cracking. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else cracking, bro. These dudes out here doing straight dope fiend moves. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get their next fix. You ain't no real criminal, man. You a dope fiend, man. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's what they really are, man. Hit that like button. We like an hour in. Come on, man. I'm about to shut this down in a minute, man. If you don't, I need to get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. Let's see what we're looking like up in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I just think that it don't serve no purpose. You upholding some type of street mentality. What's the purpose of it? What's the benefit of it? You know what I mean? Because last time I checked, people in the streets respect that cheddar. So if you ain't really getting money, that mean that you basically, even if you a street dude, you gonna turn into food out here, man. Because all they care about is the money and who they can get it from or take it from. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is, when is it going to get to a point to where it's not even labeled as snitching. It's more so it should be labeled of protecting your own, protecting your home. That's what it should be, what it should be labeled as. You know what I mean? Because I can't tell you about another culture, but I can tell you about black culture. A lot of us, of course, we're not into that, but it just, it's a certain group of people that want to uphold this fake mentality. That's not, for one, it's not even realistic. And two, it just don't make sense. I understand, some folks grew up in a certain area. I respect that. But at the end of the day, what does it really mean? What does it really provide for you? I'm just saying, man. Hit them likes, get them likes, hit that like button. New to my channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you can get the notifications when I go live. Hit the like button. It is free. It does not cost a fee to hit the like button. So smash the likes up, y'all. I am Sean B. Stoller. All I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, hopefully some type of inspiration, man. Smash up them likes, y'all. I really appreciate that. You know? And that's the other thing, too. It's like, what is the age cutoff, right? You know what I mean? Because this guy, Bun B, he's 51 years old, right? What's the age cutoff of when you don't have to be labeled a street dude no more? When can you go back and be a civilian again? That's not in the playbook? You know what I'm saying? Because even great sports athletes, they get to retire after some point. You know what I mean? So when does the street dude get to retire, man? You know what I mean? I guess that was never discussed in the contract. Because even the best of the best, they want to retire at some point. You feel me? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're in your 40s, you get to your 50s and 60s, you still banging, you know what I mean? You still representing this mentality. Like, what's the cutoff age? You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually, you won't be able to move and do the things how you used to. So that's why I'm asking, what's the cutoff date? You feel me? I don't get it, y'all. I do not get it. But I do appreciate each and one of y'all, everyone who've watched this live with me tonight. I really appreciate y'all. Because all this week I've been dropping great content. I hope y'all enjoy. And I will be going live again tomorrow. But I just had to come on here and give my 2 cents about the Bun B situation. And hopefully I shed some light or, gave you a different way of looking at things. You know what I'm saying? Because the streets is a myth. And the streets been gone a long time ago. It's just that some people, like I said, are walking zombies and they don't even know yet. They just going through a routine that nobody's checking for or even doing anymore. You feel me? So I really appreciate y'all tonight. And check me out tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good night. Take care. Until next time. Peace, y'all.